Good afternoon, friends. I am Dr. Prem Sharma. I have been practicing homeopathy for the last 35 years and practicing Dr. Segal's method for the last 22 years. Uh, I would like to tell you that I did my BHMS from RBTS College, Muzaffarpur, way back in 1986. Then after coming out from the college, I started practicing as a classical homeopath. I practiced for 2 3 years, but the kind of results we generally wanted to see, and most of the time it is spoken of in the homeopathic community that homeopathy can do that, he can do that. It was not possible with me at least. So one short story I would like to tell you that when I was first year student, BHMS first year student, one of my lecturers, a very old man, came into my classroom and he was about to take the class of philosophy, and he just wanted to tell us that how and what is required in homeopathy to practice as a homeopath. So he just asked me to stand up and he asked that can you define the man? I just said, yes, I can. I am just standing before you. I am the man. Oh, he was very cross and there was a very strong reaction. I was surprised why this gentleman is so angry with me. He told me that this is not the man. You are not the man. Man is something else. I asked him, then what is that? Then he told the man is in the mind, and that is what you require for the homeopathic practice. So this was a little story, and just after that, that gentleman passed away, and I was in second year, then in third year, then in fourth year. In the meantime, I came in contact with the many celebrated homeopaths of that area, and I found that as the mind was emphasized by that gentleman, nobody is giving that kind of importance to the mind in the practice, in day-to-day practice, you can say. But the importance of mind section is such a great, and it was least used section of the repertory. Most of the time, these were the desires, aversions, and other general symptoms of the physical plan. But what we need is the mental plan. What happened? Then I just started bothering about that how to get the mind, how to solve this problem, where from I would get all this clarification that what are the meaning of the different rubric of the repertory. And again in Delhi I just met many senior homeopaths, but it was again the same story that people generally used to emphasize on the physicals. No doubt some of the mental rubrics were taken which are slightly known by everybody. Everybody use like the anger, like the other rubrics. But there are a number of other rubrics which were never used. What is the use of those rubric? And who will explain those rubric was a question in my mind. So I went to many homeopaths, but the answer was confusing. It was not up to the mark that how we can use all these rubrics, right? So accidentally, one day, one of my colleague doctor gave me a paper. It was a newspaper which was containing some containing some information about the homeopathy, like some rubric where explains their fear of extravagance and fear of being betrayed. She told me that this is something about the repertory. Would you like to read? I just been to that paper and gone through that information, and it looked me very strange that this is the kind of explanation that we have to put into our practice. I was surprised. But what happened? One suddenly one fine day, I got a patient where I was stuck up. I was not getting any result, and the patient was calling with me. A lot of conversation went there, and suddenly in my mind came the same information what I read in that newspaper. I'm talking about somewhere about 1992. Then, yes, as she was just delivering the words, you can say she was going into the conversation with me. It was the same what was written in the newspaper. I was surprised. How come this? It's the same words she has been using, and this was written by Dr. Sehgal way back. Then I gave her a dose of opium, and really there was a remarkable result, amazing result. And that lady was satisfied, and ultimately she got free from that problem. And that was really a turning point in my life. And then I went through the whole literature of ROH, and in 1996 somewhere I met Dr. Sanjay Sehgal, Dr. Yogesh Sehgal. Then we had a number of classes, and then in 1998 I got an opportunity to travel with Dr. M.L. Sehgal and Dr. Sehgal brothers to Germany and to England for at least more than a month. We were together and traveling to different places. So I could see how Dr. Sehgal used to work. I could learn a lot. I could get the opportunity to be very close to Dr. Sehgal, and he explained me a number of things, and the way he used to study the mental rubrics. Really, it is amazing and really surprising. Then what happened? Anyway, yeah, he just got into the method fully, right? And I just left everything aside, and only ROH revolutionized homeopathy, or rediscovery of homeopathy, you can say. Then the results after that, when I adopted it 100%, the phenomenal success was there, amazing result. Some incurable cases even, which was otherwise really very difficult to work out, was really very easy to work out with this kind of homeopathy what Dr. Sehgal taught us. And I would like to tell you, in those days even, early on my practice, the cases of cancer, the cases of blindness, the cases of hepatitis B positive, HIV positive, even a few cases of AIDS I worked. Not cured. AIDS case was not cured, but rest of the cases was cured. I have the documentation. Even many of the people might be knowing who are in the lecture at the moment. They know me very well. I have been delivering lecture in Bombay since a very long time. And one thing, in short, one thing I would like to tell you, that if really you want to produce the result in the field of homeopathy, just go with 100% into the method. Just go and try to understand each and everything what Dr. Sehgal has given us, and Dr. Sanjay Sehgal, Dr. Yogesh Sehgal has been doing a great work. Along with me, whenever I get the opportunity, I used to go for the lectures as well. In Bombay, I have delivered number of lectures, and number of patients I have seen there in the ICU and otherwise, and we have worked very well there, and still we are working there. But now, anyway, just let us come to the point. So I would like to finish my talk here that one suggestion to all of you, you just go 100% no doubt, without any doubts, just adopt this method and go into the practice and just see the phenomenal success you are going to get. And all the best. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.